What's up everyone, back for another vlog, and in today's vlog I will be showing you the Shelfie beers that I will be reviewing for the month of December 2019, and of course they are right here in front of me. In addition to that, I want to briefly talk about the channel reaching 600 subscribers recently, and also what to expect from the channel going forward into 2020. So first things first, let's talk about the 600 subscribers. So a couple weeks ago, I hit 600 subscribers here on the channel, and I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to the channel. Now, in most of my reviews, at the end of them, I always say I appreciate you stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol, but I really do. I just don't say it to say it. I really do appreciate it. When I started this channel a year and a half ago, I didn't know what to expect, but the support has been absolutely fantastic. Recently, a couple people, mentioned the self-deprecating humor that I have here on the channel, and I always say that, my reviews are terrible and the channel's terrible and so on and so forth. But a lot of people have said how much they like the reviews. A couple people have actually said that my reviews are their go-to reviews, and I'm kind of blown away by that. I'm blown away by the support and how many people enjoy my reviews. So I'm going to keep them going, and again, the support is amazing. I didn't think I'd be at 600 subscribers yet or even close to it, so I'm just kind of overwhelmed. I think as I'm recording this, I'm right around like 613, 614 subscribers. So yeah, I'm kind of like, I can't process what's going on, but I can a little bit, and it's absolutely phenomenal. And I thank all of you for supporting the channel, whether you do subscribe or you comment or you just interact with the channel in general. Thank you very much. So going into 2020, what to expect from the channel? Well, pretty much what you come to expect from the Beer Patrol, and that is beer reviews. I'm going to continue doing beer reviews, but there are a couple things that I want to bring back and do more of in 2020. Number one, I want to bring back the live Monday beer reviews. Now, I used to do them Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and sometime in the summer, that stopped. My schedule just didn't work. In fact, I was, up until this point, actually, Monday through Friday, I have not been able to hop on anybody's live show, let alone my own. The Canadian guys, the Canadian beer tubing friends I have, Nick Lowe over at Maxwell Stars Beer Reviews every single Wednesday, I believe at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depends. They sometimes start late and sometimes start early. They run the Beer Analysis 101. I haven't been able to jump on that show in like 6 months. It's absolutely insane. I need to get back on there at some point. I also need to get back on the Beer Flow show that Rajay Beer Ventures runs every Thursday night at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I haven't been on there in a while. I'm supposed to be like a core cast member, and I just can't do it, and it's really unfortunate. So in 2020, I'm hoping my schedule changes a little bit and I can bring back the live Monday night beer reviews on Monday night, my channel, and hop on some of my friends' channels as well, because I love talking beer. And the live Monday night beer reviews, a lot of you enjoyed. I would tell you guys like a week before, you could pick up the beer, drink along with me live, and that was awesome, like absolutely awesome. So I want to bring that back at the very least. So we'll see what happens early 2020, but I'm expecting to be able to bring that back. Also, I want to do more on location videos. I've mentioned this before actually a couple times that I kind of feel awkward in public when I'm by myself, so doing like some, on location beer reviews at a brewery or a bar or a bottle shop or something like that, kind of weird to me. When I'm with other beer tubing friends or other friends in general, it's a little bit easier, but I'm going to try to make a concerted effort to do so in 2020. Go to some local breweries. I want to actually go to some local bottle shops, talk to the owners and managers, and let you guys see, the kind of selection I have in my area. I think that's always interesting. Well, I'm always interested in other people's bottle shops and what they have available. I know Rod, the aforementioned Rod, has done that a couple times, and yeah, I think I'm going to do that in 2020. So those are the two key things that I'm going to do. I'm also going to do a 2019 year in review, either in late December or early January, and do my top 19 beers of the year, and just talk about the channel, about the beer tubing scene, about beer in general. And that's probably going to happen most likely in early January. That's what I would say. So anyway, yeah. Now enough quacking about everything else. The Shelfie beers. So if you haven't been following the channel over the past couple months, in October I started a Shelfie beer review kind of theme thing, where every Tuesday and Friday of each month I review a Shelfie beer. In December, I believe there are 9 Tuesdays and Fridays, but I have 10 beers in front of me here because, well, we have Christmas, and I have an extra Christmas beer in here to review on Christmas. So we have 10 for the month of December. And as you can see, I have some Sam Adams beers here, and that's because I bought the 2019 Winter Classics Variety Pack because it's been years since I've done that, and I wanted to review like 4 of their beers out of there, and you see them here. So without any further ado, let's get into these real quick. So the first one I'll be reviewing this month is from the Boston Beer Company, Samuel Adams, and it is their Winter Lager. I just wanted to review it because I haven't had the Winter Lager in quite a long time. It's part of the Winter Classics pack, and I was like, you know what, that would be fun to do that in December. Haven't reviewed it, haven't had it in many years, so we're going to give it a go. The next one from the Southern Tier Brewing Company, another one of their Nitro beers. It is their Nitro Creme Brulee, part of their Blackwater series. And I believe this is the 4th Nitro beer that I will be reviewing from Southern Tier. I did their chocolate milkshake, their s'mores, and their pumpkin nitro. So creme brulee, I really like creme brulee, the base one, non-nitro, but let me tell you, that's a super sweet beer, so I'll be curious to see how sweet this one is, but I'm looking forward to it. The next one, another Samuel Adams Winter Classic pack beer, and it is their Holiday Porter. I have always really liked this beer, and figured I'd give it a review, so here we go. Lagunitas is next, and it is their brown sugar. So this is beer I haven't had in a couple years, but I used to buy this one every single fall, winter, and drink. I really like this one, big American strong ale, and I think this was a failed, I think this started out as like a failed experiment of their old gnarly wine, and yeah, just, I really like this beer, so spoilers, but we'll see how it is this year. Then next, we have the Chocolate Bock from the Samuel Adams Winter Classics mix pack. I haven't had this one in a couple years as well, but the first time I had this beer is actually the first year they put it in 12-ounce bottles. They used to come in the 750s, and I really enjoyed it. They did a chocolate cherry version of this one that I enjoyed as well, but I really enjoy this one quite a bit, and I'll be curious to see how this year's version is. Next, from Flying Dog, I have their K9 Winter Warmer. Have never had this one. In fact, Flying Dog distro is kind of drying up here in the Western New York area, but I saw this one. I know it's fresh, so I grabbed it, and this is one I've always wanted to try, going back to when I first got into craft beer, and back then I didn't get Flying Dog. Now I do, so I'm going to give it a go. And then for Christmas Eve, I'm going to be reviewing from Prairie their Christmas Bomb, the 2019 vintage. So this is their base Prairie Bomb, you know, made with, I think it's coffee, cocoa, vanilla, peppers, and whatnot. And then this one just says Imperial Stout brewed with cinnamon. So I thought in the past, maybe they changed this up each year. I'm almost positive they used to use a bunch of different winter spices like nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, things like that. I don't know if this year's just cinnamon, but that's all it says on the label. I'll have to do a little bit more research before I review it. And then the special Christmas Day beer review will be from another beer from Southern Tier, and it's their 2 Xmas. And this is actually going to be a Western New York Wednesday because Christmas this year falls on a Wednesday. So not only a special Christmas beer review, but a Western New York Wednesday. And this is a beer I've had the first year they released it, haven't had it since then. But I enjoyed it. To me, it was like a liquefied fruitcake, so we'll see how this one is nowadays to my palate. And then the next one is from Brooklyn, and it is their Black Chocolate Stout. It's been a few years since I've had this one, and I can't remember the last time I drank this one relatively fresh. Usually it's an aged bottle, and yeah, I haven't picked this one up relatively fresh in a long time, so I thought it'd make for a fun review, and I can't wait to get into that one because it's been a few years, and I just remember this being my favorite Brooklyn beer for a long time, so we'll see if that's still the case. And then to round out the Shelfie beers for December 2019, we'll be reviewing the last of the 4 from the Samuel Adams Winter Classics pack, and this one is their Old Fezziwig Ale. So this is the beer that I have a soft spot in my heart for. The first time I ever bought the Winter Classics pack, I love this beer. And, you know, I don't think it's like an amazing beer. I always give it like a 4 out of 5, something like that. But I love this beer as far as like winter warmers go, or like festive ales. And I wish they just sold this one in 6-packs. I probably buy a 6-pack every year, but it's only available in the Winter Classics pack. I think that's the reason they get you to buy it, or at least the reason I buy it not every year, but whenever I buy the Winter Classics pack, it's mostly because of this one. One year I saw it on draft, and I bought an entire growler of it because I was like, yeah, I love that beer. But yeah, I can't wait to get in that one. It's been it's been a couple years for all of these Samuel Adams beers, because the Samuel Adams Winter Classic pack, last time I bought it was 2016 or 17, can't remember. So it's been a couple years, but I think for the value, pretty damn good. So anyway, those are the 10 Shelfie beers for the month of December 2019. If you can get your hands on any of these and you want to drink along with my reviews, would be awesome. I think most of you should be able to grab these. You might not be able to see maybe Prairie, depending on, you know, where you live exactly, maybe the Flying Dog, but the rest of them should be pretty easily available for, I mean, it should be readily available for most people, I would assume. But anyway, I don't want to make this vlog any longer than it needs to be because it's already pretty long. long. But yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys have a great month of December. I know I am drinking these in addition to whatever other beers I review. I actually have a few more Shelfie beers or widely available beers that I will be reviewing over the month of December, and I just didn't want to put them in as Shelfie beers, but you'll know when you see the reviews. So anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another vlog, and until the next one, cheers.